What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. One of the age-old questions for brand new players that's probably the most popular question I still get all the time, and I've done lots of these videos over the last decade, and I think every one of them has said the same thing, and things still have not really changed on that note. And that is, what hero do you unlock first? Now, without a doubt, the most popular, if you asked, 1,000 veteran players, they're going to tell you the EV. The EV's Reflect Beam is a direct progression boost. In Chaos 6, it directly counters the Chaos enemies that you will find. In addition to that, the Reflect Beam, you're just going to find yourself using it in just about every single build once you get to the end game. It is an absolute powerhouse. Now, in addition to that, remember, boosts or defense boosts do stack. So, by using a Buff Beam and a Boost Aura, you're going to be able to double boost any of your defenses that you put down there. Say we threw down a Spectral Knight here, it's getting buffed from the Buff Beam and from the Boost Aura. So those two factors really are the main reason that the EV is the most suggested first hero to unlock. Now, one important thing to note is Dungeon Defenders 2 is a grind game, and I do say this all the time. If you're having fun, you're going to grind the game more, so it's more important to get a character that is the most fun for you personally. It doesn't matter what I say or what anyone else says, you have to judge your own level of fun individually, and there's some other really good choices. However, the EV, without a doubt, is the one you should think about. Now let's take a look through the heroes and see who else are really solid choices. Now, first things first, we talked about the EV, of course. All of those defenses are just absolutely meta. There is a fan favorite that will, no doubt be interesting to many players, and that is the Dryad. The Dryad is going to give you a super easy experience all the way up through Chaos, like Chaos 8. You're going to start to fall off a little in Chaos 8, and then you can regain some of that power later on. The Dryad is also one of the most commonly used heroes for doing ancient power resets, as the Nimbus just counters a whole lot of things. One of the best DPS heroes overall would definitely be the Mercenary. You take that, plus you add in some of the additional bells and whistles, and you've got a very powerful defense. Nether Archers are crazy strong, very effective. The Mercenary does have a wall, so if you want to have a wall on your build, the Nether Spiders, they come and go with popularity, but they are quite effective. And the Elvish Artillery Cannon had its day in the sun as well. Right now, the Nether Archers are a little bit more popular. However, the EAC is still extremely strong. Moving on to the Countess. We've got another very good DPS hero. In addition to that, the Countess does have the Call to Arms, which is a hero and a defense boost. Boosting your defenses is a very critical part of the game in late game, and the Countess is just going to be a natural in that regard. Now, you can play the Countess. I personally enjoy playing the Countess as hero damage more. You can also build like a Siege Roller Nuker using ability power, but one thing is for certain, the Countess's defenses are very strong. You got the Flat Cannon, which has knockback, and knockback, once again, becomes a critical part of your building strategies in the late game. And then you've got the Elder Dragon. There's just nothing better than a big old dragon dropping down to nuke entire areas. So the Dragon's Nest used to be a meta defense. It got a bit of a range nerf. It's still really good, but the range is quite limited on it now. However, the Flat Cannon and the Elder Dragon are still going to be powerhouses, The Dragon's Nest is still very, very good and very, very viable. It's just not what it used to be. And, of course, players miss out on that. And then you've got the Hunter. The Hunter is my personal favorite DPS hero. Has arguably the strongest wall in the game. Well, it's not even arguable. It is the strongest wall in the game. However, it comes with a big price tag. So if you want a big meaty wall and you don't mind spending the DU on it, the Werewolf Commander is going to be the beast out there. Now, in addition to that, you've got the Spectral Knight. This is an absolutely awesome defense. The Spectral Knight is also one that's going to shoot through walls and target through terrain. So it makes it an absolute powerhouse for many, many cases and just general farming in DD2. Additionally, you're going to have the Gargoyle statue, which gargoyles are incredibly powerful. Now, when you're looking at the base here, what heroes to unlock, those are the picks I would suggest. However, like I said, base this off of your own personal enjoyment. If you like DD2 and you continue to play it for a long time, you will no doubt have all of the heroes unlocked. It's only a matter of time, and the question is, in what order do you unlock them? And you should base that off of your fun factor. However, the Series EV2 is going to be a natural go-to for you. That's going to give you some counters that you are really, really going to appreciate as you progress through the game. But that will do it for now. Hopefully this helped answer some questions. And yeah, nothing's changed. 10 years ago, if someone asked me, the EV2 was the answer. Right now, the EV2 is the answer. And it's been the answer on every one of these videos throughout. So get who you feel like is the most fun, but the EV2 is just a go-to choice that adds lots and lots of things to your already existing builds. But that will do it for now. Thanks an absolute ton for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Take it easy.